Hello everyone, I'm Wei Xiong from the Department of Clinical Engineering and Information Technology, the first affiliated hospital, Zhejiang University School of Medicine. I'm also a member of the key laboratory of clinical evaluation technology for medical device of Zhejiang Province. It's my honor to attend the fourth International Clinical Engineering and Health Technology Management Congress. And the topic I report today is research on after-sales service of medical device in 148 medical institutions in Zhejiang Province, China. And I hope it will be helpful to our work. First of all, please allow me to introduce our team. On the left is the team members. The team leader is the head director of Clinical Engineering and Information Technology Department, Jingyi Feng, who is also a member of China Medical Association Clinical Engineering Department. The team built key laboratory of clinical evaluation technology for medical device of Zhejiang Province to develop evaluation system for healthcare technologies. The laboratory is a research platform for the clinical evaluation of medical device and promote collaboration among medical institutions, universities, and medical device companies. Why did we do this research? The hierarchy structure of medical system in Zhejiang Province leads to the diverse medical device management in hospital of different levels. But what the difference is, where the similarity lies, and how to deal with related problems are hardly studied. To dig into the situation of after-sales service for medical device in Zhejiang Province, we surveyed 148 medical institutions about after-sales service performers and collected the main problems disturbing hospital engineers, including 81 tertiary hospitals, 43 secondary hospitals, and 24 primary hospitals. Goals of the project and the final users that will benefit are mainly reflected in four aspects. First, learn the situation of after-sales service for medical device in Zhejiang Province. Second, establish a method for medical device management evaluation. Third, provide solution to the problems exist in primary medical institution, and enhance the after-sales service quality of medical device for healthcare facilities in Zhejiang Province. The results showed that the average number of clinical engineers in different levels of medical institution shows a significant quantity difference in management department. As shown in the bar chart below, the average number of clinical engineers in tertiary hospitals is 11.5, and the average number of clinical engineers in secondary hospitals and primary hospitals is 5 and 2.7 respectively. We also investigated the professional background, education, and professional titles of clinical engineers at all levels of hospitals. As shown in the table, less than half of clinical engineers at all levels of hospitals graduated from biomedical engineering, and only tertiary hospitals were close to 50%. And slightly more than 10% of clinical engineers in primary hospitals graduated from biomedical engineering. This suggests that the higher the hospital level, the more attractive is to graduates of professional counterparts. The results show that more than 60% of clinical engineers at all levels of hospitals have bachelor's degree and above. However, the proportion of clinical engineers with vice higher and higher titles in hospitals at all levels is only about 10%, and the proportion is generally known. The second part of the result is quality control work of medical device. The proportion of tertiary hospitals carrying out medical device quality control and maintenance was more than 90%. Which in secondary hospitals reached 70%, and in primary hospitals was less than 30%. The performer of medical device quality control in all hospitals is different. Quality control work of medical device in tertiary hospitals is mainly carried out by hospital engineers, and that in secondary hospitals is carried out jointly by hospital engineers and factory engineers. While that in primary hospitals is mainly carried out by factory engineers. At the same time, we have also investigated the development of preventive maintenance of mainstream equipment at all levels of hospitals, as shown in the table below. Preventive maintenance of monitors and defibrillators received the greatest attention at all levels of hospitals. As for ventilators and electrosurgical generators, the proportion of preventive maintenance carried out in tertiary and secondary hospitals is significantly higher than that in primary hospitals. And the proportion of preventive maintenance of infusion pumps carried out in different hospitals varies considerably. Though the proportion of preventive maintenance of hemodialysis machines and baby incubators carried out in tertiary and secondary hospitals is much larger than that of primary hospitals. Thirdly, problems that make hospital engineers unable to complete maintenance of some medical device on their own mainly are lack of spare parts, lack of professional tools, high equipment integration, lack of formal maintenance training, and knowledge of confidential core technology. The lack of spare parts and the high equipment integration are two of the most prominent reasons. Compared with the original equipment after-sales service, advantages of independent service organization mainly are low maintenance price, faster maintenance response, high repairing speed. In conclusion, it's necessary to construct a new regional after-sales service system to improve the capability of after-sales service for medical devices in primary medical institutions. High-grade medical institutions should take full advantage of clinical engineering technology in combination with medical community and the medical treatment combination to facilitate the system construction. And we are building an after-sales service system that integrates resources from medical institutions, medical equipment manufacturers, independent service organizations, and non-profit technical support organizations. That's all. Thanks for your listening.